Good day, everyone. This is Patrick from EasyFX Code Training System, and it's Saturday, the 5th of June, 2021. And it's the weekly Ichimoku analysis for the euro and the cable for the second week of June. And just to let you know that I think this will be the last Ichimoku analysis since there are very few viewers and seems like there's not many people who are keen with using Ichimoku, or they may not understand the advantages of using it, but that's all right. So I'm just trying to share what how I use it, and for the longer term is a very useful indicator. So I will discontinue the Ichimoku analysis and just focus on the major pairs and spot gold as well. All right. So sorry to disappoint the few who have been following the Ichimoku analysis for a while. And see if I can continue to add more value with the other technical analysis for the other major pairs then, all right? Let's begin with the euro here. And on the weekly time frame, and you'll see that it still has not been able to break above this swing high here. It's the high for the year, and then tested again, spiked through the previous week, and then attempted to retest but still fail and pull back to close as a long wick spinning top for the week, closing at the 50 pip retracement. So it's still unable to break out higher above the 122 key resistance zone along with the 786 pip retracement here. And at the same time finding support from the 62 pip at 121. All right, let's also take a look at the daily to see what happened that formed the spinning top. And if you check my other videos on the euro analysis as well, on the daily time frame, you see that it did try to climb up higher, but failed to break out higher and was rejected, closed as a shooting star here. Dip lower and then all the way to the daily Kijun, and that's on Thursday with the better than expected ADP employment figures from the US, and this dropped all the major pairs, all of them fell accordingly. And on the Friday, it was continuing and did reach the 62 pip retracement, but then did not follow through lower as there was poor figures, employment figures for the non-farm payroll on Friday, and that almost reversed course for all the major pairs, and it has climbed back up to hit the Tenkan Sen, but then closed back right to the 50 fib again. All right, so basically it's more or less trapped within the these two fibs here, the 786 and the 62 fib, finding support from the rising 55, daily 55 EMA. All right, going back to the weekly time frame. So this week you can see the Could be consolidation, further consolidation again. This range, and it needs to try to break out lower or higher if depending on Thursday, where there's a ECB meeting and where they'll announce the rate and monetary policy decisions. Or it could just consolidate further depending on whether there are any changes in their tapering. And if there is, then that could be a trigger to for the euro to break out higher if they do start tapering. All right, so we'll see what happens. The key event for this week on Thursday. All right, going to the cable, and similar story as well as a long wick spinning top, closing right at the 141.50, right in the center of this range, and let's also switch to the daily time frame. See, it did attempt to break out higher, but then fell lower. That was the highs for the year, and finally it's formed a new intraday high for the year at 142.49, 48.6 actually, but yeah, broke out higher after a retest a couple of weeks ago. And then fell lower as well on the Thursday and managed to recover on the Friday, just as the euro, and back to 141.50. So there's still a bit of room to move before it finds the next support at the daily Kijun here at 140.25. We go up to the weekly time frame again. So it needs to break down below the lows of the couple of weeks for 3 weeks now. It's at the below 141 and down to 140.75 area. Right, but there's no major news for this week for the UK. So it's only a couple more weeks where the Bank of England will meet. And then next week, it'll be the Federal Reserve first. So meanwhile, it could just remain buoyant around the between the 141 and 142 area. All right. So, however, with this spinning top, it's threatening to retrace a bit lower, but there's definitely support from the previous weeks as well, from the lows of the previous weeks. Okay. All right. So hope everyone is staying safe and have a good trading week. And cheers for now.